Buyers stepping into a NEXA showroom often view the Maruti Suzuki Baleno and the Fronx as fierce competitors, agonizing over which machine is superior. But beneath the exterior sheet metal, these are identical siblings. This abstract blueprint highlights their shared DNA. Both are built on the exact same structural platform, and both are powered by the identical 1.2-liter naturally aspirated petrol engine. Because the foundational engineering is identical, the decision cannot be made by looking for which vehicle is objectively better in a vacuum. Comparing them is actually an exercise in weighing specific automotive compromises against the realities of your daily routine. The true dilemma is not discovering the superior machine, but uncovering which set of structural trade-offs aligns with your personal priorities. The first major divergence between the two is physical geometry. This side-by-side elevation profile maps the exact ground clearance gap. The Baleno rests at 170 millimeters, while the Fronx sits higher at 190 millimeters. That 20 millimeter gap offers a practical benefit when navigating broken monsoon roads and tall speed breakers, providing a slightly elevated seating position. The Baleno trades that clearance for a different geometric advantage. Its lower, wider stance feels more planted on the highway and slots into tight city parking spaces with slightly more ease. That elevated crossover stance comes with a specific financial cost. Looking at this balance scale, we see the premium. For the exact same engine and trim level, the Fronx commands roughly 1 lakh rupees more on road in major cities like Delhi and Bangalore. That extra money pays purely for the taller body and the crossover styling. It yields 0 additional horsepower from the shared naturally aspirated engine. We see a second spatial trade-off when we examine their rear luggage capacities. The Baleno edges out the Fronx in boot space, offering 318 liters to the Fronx 308. It is a small but measurable sacrifice caused directly by the crossover's sloped roofline. The first major choice means paying a strict financial premium and sacrificing a fraction of rear utility solely to gain the aesthetic and clearance advantages of a crossover. A deeper divergence occurs only when buyers move past the base trims and look for a higher performance ceiling. The Fronx offers a unique mechanical upgrade, the 1.0-liter booster jet turbo engine, which is available exclusively in its top Zeta and Alpha trims. The Baleno offers no turbocharged equivalent at all. For drivers seeking that specific mechanical thrill, the Fronx wins by default. Moving from performance to passenger protection reveals a different contrast. The everyday safety baseline is shared. Both cars feature 6 airbags, electronic stability control, and ISOFIX mounts as standard on their higher trims. The critical split appears in their empirical crash test data. This matrix compares test records. The Baleno secured a verified 4-star adult rating from the India-specific Bharat NCAP. The India-spec Fronx currently remains unrated by Bharat NCAP. Based strictly on available local data, the Baleno is the mathematically safer bet. This second trade-off forces a choice between the security of verified safety metrics in the hatchback and the exclusive performance ceiling of the crossover's turbo engine. Translating these specifications into real-world buyer profiles clarifies the decision. The ideal Baleno buyer is a budget-conscious family prioritizing maximum luggage space, proven safety ratings, and the lowest possible entry price. It is also the most cost-effective gateway for those seeking lower running costs through a factory CNG setup or a first-time automatic transmission. The ideal Fronx buyer regularly tackles rough, broken terrain and demands the commanding view of an SUV seating position. It is the only choice for the buyer willing to stretch their budget specifically for the mechanical engagement of a turbocharger. Because local road tax variables change at every state border, the exact financial gap between the two will shift depending on your specific city. Because these machines share the same DNA, one isn't objectively good while the other is bad. The ultimate choice is a mirror reflecting your environment. The correct car is simply the one whose geometry and economics perfectly match the shape of your daily life.